Hey everybody, it is Thursday around 1 o'clock and I just had the privilege of playing a funeral mass for a beautiful soul at my parish named Creighton. Al was the same age as my Pop when Pop went home to God. I think she was 89. And the funny thing about Al, when I started working at Holy Trinity in 2008, Al had already been well underway in planning her funeral. And she wasn't sick at all, wasn't ailing from anything, but she was planning her funeral. And it was very important that this funeral be right. Now the really funny thing is that she was talking to me after Mass in the morning. I'd go to daily Mass and she would grab me afterwards, and I wasn't actually the musician that was slated to play her funeral. A friend's dad, Jerry All, brilliant musician, guitar player, and missionary, really, was scheduled to play Al's funeral. So from 2008 until around 2015, I got to hear some of the changes she was making to her funeral mass. And she would replace a song here or there, and she was always going after some of our fan favorites, Be Not Afraid, Here I Am, Lord. And she was very particular about what she wanted done. And in 2015, I think I got promoted to be asked to play her funeral mass. She's got a beautiful family, kids, grandkids, I think, and some great-grandchildren. Al went home to God January 27th of this past year, and we just had a beautiful funeral liturgy for her at Holy Trinity. And I was very honored to be able to play that and be there with our community. And so it was a lot of fun getting to know Al. Al was somebody that would always be there with a cup of coffee. We do a little social after our Wednesday morning masses, and she always had a refill of coffee and a kind word to say, and she was always so sweet. She was a daily mass goer like my Pop was, and they knew each other and were friends. And it's kind of a bittersweet day after talking about this funeral for 13 years to finally have had a chance to pray with her family and give her the send-off to the Lord. So keep Al's family in your prayers. She was a really sweet soul. And that's 3 funeral liturgies for this week. And I think next week we have another 3. And it's just a season for that. I think we have 2 more the following week. So this is season with a lot of goodbyes, and we are trying to grieve as people with hope, and grieving with people, and also being able to celebrate lives and to be able to walk in ministry with them. So it's a challenging season, and we're all doing the best we can, but keep all these sweet souls in your prayers. And now I'm heading up to North Georgia. My youngest son, my baby, he's taller than me now. He's 6'2", 6'3", and the kid can like bench press a car, but that's my baby. And actually that's my baby barking in the background, my youngest baby, Gracie May. But we're gonna take this young man up to a Come and See college event this afternoon. So that's where we're heading, and we're gonna get some road time with him. And I think it's like come and see and bring your checkbook. So I think I'm the checkbook, and we're gonna come and see what he's interested in doing with automotive technology. But we'll see how the rest of the day goes. It should be a lot of fun to get some time behind the wheel with him. So I'm riding with my baby, and we're just about to pop up here to this great school, Linear Tech, kind of in the Gainesville area of Georgia. And I've got a good priest friend that lives up here, and I reached out to him because I didn't think about that until today. So hopefully I can run into him and maybe grab some dinner with Greg. By the way, this is my baby, my 6'2" baby, car benching baby that's interested in making cars go quickly across a racetrack. So that's what we're looking to study up here. And the traffic was pretty good today. Made good time getting up here. Really pretty in this area of North Georgia. So we're gonna go check out the school and see if this is a place where we want to send our son and our money. Caffeine. pork tamale.
Pork tamale.
I'm gonna try one of these Racetrack vanilla crazy good coffees, and we just spent like 28 bucks on snacks. It's kind of crazy, but we're gonna be here for a bit. I made pretty good time up, and we're gonna go check this place out and see if this is a place that my youngest is interested in going to school. We're gonna go see what we see. Decided to come in a little bit early this morning, trying to get this workspace organized where our music ministry area is. And it's all about real estate. It's all about the amount of floor space and such that we have. So this is something we're constantly working on in our space. It's a shared space, and try to make sure it works for everybody. So let's see what we can get done to get it cleaned up today. So not much of a surprise, I'm a bit of a cable nerd. I'm kind of an organization nerd, and everything that we do in music ministry involves a lot of cables and moving things around, and there are numerous mass leaders we have that work here in this space. So trying to keep it all organized is a bit of a challenge, and trying to take advantage of this time on Friday morning, kind of looking into the weekend and what needs to be done, kind of coming into the weekend. So important. So kind of being comfortable in my space is important for me to kind of free up my mind. I'm okay being in a tight space, being in a confined space, but it needs to kind of work and flow and be organized. And a few things have just been bothering me, from the ergonomics of where I sit out here, being able to reach things on this equipment rack that I use, and getting to the things and to the tools that I need. So it's nice to be able to come in on Friday morning. It's kind of quiet in here, although it's almost 10:30, so people are going to start trickling in soon for Stations of the Cross that takes place at 11:15, and trying to be ready for the weekend. It's all about the weekend and making sure that our weekend masses are ready. I'm going to go ahead and program some click tracks. Click tracks are like in our little iPad here. You'll see us wearing earpieces up here sometimes, and that's giving us a beat in our ear. It's kind of a metronome in our ear that we're listening to. So I'll get those clicks organized instead of trying to do it on the fly through the weekend, and then matter of kind of running through some of the pieces and the charts, and we'll be ready to go for Saturday and Sunday. So this morning, just as I was finishing up organizing these cables and getting ready for the weekend, I really had a chance to reflect on yesterday and Al's funeral, and 13 years to plan it. And that's 13 years with me involved. I came here in 2008. So who knows how long she was actually planning for that big day. And she wanted it to be perfect, and she wanted it to be, well, I don't know if I should say perfect. She wanted it to be beautiful. But here's what I was reflecting on this morning as I was setting everything up. What made Al's funeral beautiful was Al and her life and our community here at Holy Trinity. I played as well as I could yesterday because I knew this was a very important funeral, but I try to do that anyway. But like, I really prayed and leaned into the songs and into the hymns and into the text. But as I was thinking about it this morning, I think Al would have been, or is, so pleased with how everything came off yesterday. She was planning it for a long time. Again, I came into that process in 2008. But at the end of the day, what made Al's funeral just beautiful was Al's life. And seeing her kids and her grandkids and her great-grandkids and the parishioners here that have known her for all these years. Al is what I call an OG. She was an original gangster here at Holy Trinity. She was one of the founding 55 or so families. So Al was an OG, and she loved this parish, and she loved the kitchen, and she loved the people, and she loved everything about this place. As her granddaughter was giving a reflection yesterday, she brought up the fact that the three things that Al loved were her God, and her family, and her church. That was Al's life. And in reflecting on all of that this morning, I'm so blessed that I got to be a part of it. Hope you guys have a great week. Much love to you. Until next time, let's all keep giving God praise.